It's a book titled Words and Deeds of the Hero King. The king declared, "My people, you must always live with great vigor and hold hope for the world and for our future. Man can turn reason into disorder, but also can we surpass it? Our true power is in transcending the possible to achieve the ideal. My people, you must live without hesitation. Hold hope in your hearts. Hold hope for tomorrow."
Transcending the possible to achieve the ideal.
Lord Artorius, I have successfully translated all of the documents left by your predecessor. However, I have concluded that, for the time being, it is impossible to form pacts with all 4 Empyreans.
As I feared, not even my predecessor could achieve more than 2. I suppose using the 5th Empyrean is my only option.
Is that even acceptable? Doing so would require...
I will do whatever needs to be done. I betrayed my teacher. I betrayed the mission he gave his life for, that he entrusted in my hands. For a time, I thought I could bear the weight of my sins and go on living, with Celica by my side. But now, she's gone.
Yes.
Man can turn reason into disorder, but also can we surpass it? Our true power is in transcending the possible to achieve the ideal. I must bring about the ideal world. I couldn't protect the people I loved, but this, at least, I will accomplish.
Arthur?
Huh? What is it, Velvet?
Were you just talking to someone?
No, I was just thinking out loud.
Oh, okay. I finished making dinner. Tonight is prickle boar stew. Plenty of meat, but not too heavy.
Sounds great. Let's hurry on back home, then.
I don't know exactly what all that means, but it kinda sounds nice.
I suppose. Actually, it doesn't make much sense to me either. It's too dense for me.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak ones!
They were nothing.
I don't think we have a chance! Check out the heart on that one!
I bet I could take it down in 3 swipes.
3? More like 1,000, I bet. This isn't the time to be kidding around, you guys.
I'm not kidding here.
It's a sneaky burning round! We're on top! It's over, right? We won.
I wasn't good enough.
What do you mean? That demon was really strong.
I don't mean the demon. I mean me. If Shigure were here, he'd have sliced it clean in half.
But you use shorter dual blades rather than just one bigger one like him, so of course...
No. He'd have done it with a shorter blade, too.
You can't be serious. He's right. I think Shigure might really be capable of that.
Yeah. He's done it before.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't mind. You want to know more about my clan?
Yeah.
Well, as the eldest son, Shigure became head of the clan and ran things for a while. But 3 years ago, a rumor started floating around that he was planning an insurrection, and our lord immediately called for his execution.
Sounds like he doesn't waste any time.
Shigure never particularly cared about our lord to begin with. All he ever respected was personal strength.
Then did your lord send you to do the job?
Yeah. The only thing that can take down a Rangetsu swordsman is another Rangetsu swordsman. I thought I could handle it. I knew his every trick and had the time and place all planned out. But when it happened...
You got your ass beat.
Yeah. He made a fool out of me. I came at him with a greatsword, and he just used a small one. All the training I'd done, I couldn't land a hit on him.
A rude awakening if there ever was one.
Damn straight. I couldn't deny it. Shigure cast aside my greatsword and just laughed. Train harder, he told me. I was so frustrated by my weakness, my inexperience. So much so that I wanted to end my own life. So much so that I turned into a demon.
Rokuro.
In the end, Shigure escaped, and I was arrested for failing to perform my duty and sent to the prison island.
And the rest, as they say?
So you regret not being able to kill your brother. Huh.
I know it sounds crazy, but that's just who I am.
I'm not here to judge you. I'm just using you for my own purposes. As long as you fight my enemies, that's all that matters.
That's the plan. That's what I do best as a demon.
Wow! I ain't seen people in forever! Not since Artorias and his bunch. You've met Artorias before? Met him? Boy, I tell you what, I've done way more than that. Once, we all went adventuring with Artorias and the king himself. If you can believe it. We traveled the world, purifying malevolence and spreading the blessings of Malakim.
Wait, the king?
Yes, ma'am. The one and only King Claudin, who ended the era of darkness.
The Hero King? How could someone from the distant past be traveling with Artorias?
Between you and me, little lady, he used an oath to live about another 300 years. Heck, he was even the former head of the Exorcists.
King Claudin was the head of the Exorcists?
He held that post for a real long time, but then he met Artorias, who was an orphan. The king couldn't have been happier. He found an earnest pupil, a perfect candidate for his successor. But then, things took a mighty sad turn for the worse.
What happened?
All the other Norman who traveled with us are on their way to the place where Claudin died. The place known as Loringen. If you want to know more, you ought to ask them.
It's hard to believe that King Claudin, the former head of the Exorcists, and Artorias' teacher were all the same person.
It's not so unbelievable. Melchior was using the same oath. I'd even go a step further and say that Melchior was imitating Claudin to get in his inner circle.
Hold on. You didn't happen to know Claudin, did you?
Afraid not. I never met the man in person. But I knew he had enough quirks to really get the old geezer's goat sometimes. I mean, he gave up wealth and power to protect the world as an exorcist. The man lived for his work in the same way that a fish lives to swim in the sea.
And Artorias is the one who took his place. For now, let's just focus on getting to Loringen. Listen, Velvet. If nothing else, I think you should find the truth for your own sake. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Did you hear? Phoenix found a new purpose, and he's real fired up about it.
Will he be all right? You know how he can get a little too fixated on his ideas.
I just hope he's with someone nice.
Either way, I'm still worried. Phoenix has a habit of letting his excitement get the better of him.
Should we go check in on him? I'm curious about what's going on in the human world, too.
Yeah, good idea. I was getting bored of just sitting around here. Let's go.
Then it's settled. Let's call everyone together and make it a big trip. Oh, it's Jude and Milla.
What are you two doing here?
Is there any chance the two of you are the harbinger of the end?
No, we're not.
But the Harbinger has entrusted us with his battle. The Battle of Judgment.
The Battle of Judgment? You're not saying that if we lose to you, our world will be destroyed, are you?
That's exactly what we're saying.
This harbinger of the end, did he promise to send you back to your world if you won?
Look, we just have things left to do back in Rizamaxia.
I'm sure you do, but we've got unfinished business here in our world, too.
A girl and her pet? You really want to take us on?
Not a pet. Magic Kazam! A human!
What? I've never seen my little incantation have such an effect before!
Such is the power of the Harbinger of the End. Perhaps now you see the gravity of this battle.
You'll have to give it everything you've got if you want to beat us. In place of the Harbinger of the End?
Let the battle of judgment begin! What are you two trying to do? No mercy! Wounds that will heal! Carve into flesh!
Now, rise, arise, ascending, angel!
What? Yes! I can't die here.
Here, Tice! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fighting order! No escape! Now, rise, arise, ascending, angel! Oh!
You're wide open! Velvet!
Thanks! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fighting order!
No, I can't die here.
Not yet! Starting! Power! Ruin snap!
Elements of creation!
This! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
What?
Die!
I was careless. I think we're done here.
Milla!
This fight is over. Victory goes to the woman there.
I take it you're the harbinger of the end?
Correct. I am the one who delivers judgment upon this world. As the victor, I shall grant you one wish. Whatever it be, speak it now.
I want you to return these two back to their world.
Why?
You said you have things to do back home, right? That's why.
Are you certain? I can grant you anything your heart desires, even the chance to turn back time and undo the past.
No, I won't run away. Not from my past, and not from the wrongs I've done. That is my decision.
Then the judgment has been dealt. I sense no malice in your will. As such, the world shall not meet its demise.
Huh? You see, your answer was the true test of judgment.
We were charged with drawing out your true innermost wish.
Then the Harbinger's a fool. I'm the Lord of Calamity here.
And what of it? Not all demons must be evil, and not all heroes must be good. Humans are complex creatures, as capable of love as they are of hatred, and committing sin as often as acts of charity. Goodness and malice are but two halves of one whole, the line between which is ever shifting.
Well then, you're as bad as it gets. You were ready to destroy the world. Had the one who answered fallen under the shifting notion of evil.
Indeed. But the good within that same single person carries the opportunity to save the world as well.
That's a terrible gamble.
No, I always believed it would turn out this way.
Me too. I trusted you would all do the right thing in the end. Jude has good instincts when it comes to humans.
That's too bad, because I'm not a human.
You're not? Well, that still doesn't really change anything.
No matter if you're a human, a spirit, or a demon lord.
Yeah, that doesn't matter at all.
Come. I have kept you two away from your world for far too long. It is finally time for me to return you to where you belong.
Huh?
Goldapen?
Was that Goldapen talking just now?
When the end times come, a talking Pengyon will declare judgment upon the sinful. Goldapen is said to be an ominous creature that signals the end of the world.
Oh yeah, I remember all that now.
I can't believe that Goldapen was the harbinger of the end.
That was a close call. If Velvet had devoured everything like usual, the world would have ended.
Hey, I'm not the Reaper here.
Anyway, I'm glad Jude and Milla were able to go home.
Definitely. Although, I'm not sure I'll be able to eat penguin meat ever again.
Indeed. Wouldn't want to accidentally nosh on the harbinger of the end.
Our scout ship has...
Good luck out there.
Show him how I...